Remember Surge, the soda that hit you like a truck in the 90s? Well, now it's a card, and it's back to blast your opponent's power curve in the next week.
She middle would've... What is happening?
Let's crack open a Surge deck that fizzes with power.
Surge is a very flexible card, and what we are doing in this deck is taking advantage of her cost reduction, and this is a priority deck. So, the cards we use to gain priority include Sunspot, Medusa, Gladiator, and Crossbones. Our flexible cards include and Captain Marvel. We also have Tech, of course, in Shang-Chi, and Fenris Wolf can take advantage of that Shang-Chi card or the Gladiator card. Because we have priority, Negasonic is fantastic and can also be combined with Fenris Wolf, and Goliath just shuts down your opponents. Okay, and now we have Marco Polo. Sunspot over here into a Surge. Cosmo and Negasonic are good plays. Get Surge down here. No turn 2 play, so they didn't have a Morbius. A Jin. Rickety Bridge. Fantastic. We will get down and a Jin. I mean, I guess I'm just throwing the Jins here. And a Fenris. I did consider playing Negasonic middle. Let's see what I would have destroyed. A Gambit. What are you going to take out? My Fenris. Unfortunate. And what is this card? 6 energy. A Shang-Chi. So I guess we have to save it. So let's go Jin and Cosmo. Let's see if this is a on reveal we have stopped. It is an on reveal we have stopped. We still have priority. 6 energy. So I can go Gladiator, Negasonic, and a Jin. Should I snap? It depends what they play here. They haven't drawn well. So let's see. I can move... Oh, I can play a Jin into Rickety Bridge. I'm like, how do I get points into Rickety? So that's what I can do there. This Gladiator might be absolutely damaging. But they have to play a MODOK here, but they can't turn 5 MODOK. They don't have the support pieces. And Cosmo is here. Goliath is here. So that really shuts down anything of what they want to do. Let's see what this is. A Collector, that's good. A Negasonic, so whatever they play mid gets destroyed. We have extra energy. A Dakin. I mean, this is definitely... I mean, it's not definitely a MODOK. But it's probably a MODOK left. Eight, can I get down 3 cards? I cannot. Does this even win tiebreaker? Let's reposition these. You know my flair for the dramatic.
Well. Nerd is having audio issues again. But I am here to save the day, his trusty editor. And yeah, what is happening here is he called it. The Goliath left. They didn't have many options, and when you combine some of the locations with this priority deck, it's just very easy to pick apart anything they want to do. So this Cosmo and Negasonic in the middle just absolutely shuts down anything they want to do middle. Rickety Bridge, they could have done the very unexpected play and played MODOK into Rickety Bridge. But this game is about probabilities. This is a math game in essence. And it's just not likely somebody would throw away 8 points or 7 points, whatever power MODOK is, into Rickety Bridge. So it was likely they were going to play him left. Therefore, my Alliath is likely to hit. And even though it was closer than I expected, I still was able to pull out the win.
Okay, now we have Bad Robot and a Surge on 2. So we will get Sunspot down on 1, 8 cards in their deck on turn 1. And a Fenris and an Alliath. So not a bad Zabu play. I could play Surge into Luke's Bar and keep that going. Let's see. I'll just get her down now. Into a Gladiator and Fenris. But let's see what I draw into. Asgard. Let's go Fenris here. And then a Cosmo into Asgard. Let's hope I can maintain priority. That is what this deck is about. There's an argument to be made that I should play Gladiator over here. Actually, I think that is the better play. Let me make sure I can draw. And then I'll just play a Cosmo over right. And now they have to fill as well. So yeah, I think this was the better play. Snap into this. I have priority. Cosmo and a Fenris. Undo. I forgot what got destroyed. Oh, a Malekith. I can wait to bring back the Malekith. Or why am I waiting? I don't even know what's in my deck. Let's thin my deck. Oh, I can't. I played him this turn. Okay, they are filling. Ooh. 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 Oh, glad I had time to reconsider that. On turn 5, I would have had quite the decision to make if I go Crossbones, Negasonic, or Captain Marvel. Well, actually, with Dream Dimension on the board, they can't play Ajax. So I think the play would always be Captain Marvel. And so it would be Captain Marvel and then Alliath. I wouldn't get the Fenris, or I would, but Malekith wouldn't pull a card from my deck. But I don't think it matters at that point because Captain Marvel can move over here. And I'm Cosmoing whatever this Malekith card is. So we were in a very good position. I snapped correctly. I realized the better play in time to make sure we get the card draw into neithers. Our Cosmo just wrecked what they wanted to do. And yeah, I played this perfectly. This is a priority deck, and that's why Cosmo can come into play. And we have the tools at our disposal. Alrighty, we have Poobie, Doobie, Do I want a copy of my opening hand? Jeff, Sunspot, or Alliath? I don't think so. They are playing Thanos. And Thanos cannot be Shang-Chi'd while Soulstone is in play. I can shut down a lot of on-reveals with this location. I will get Jeff down into nowhere to protect him. I think this is okay. So I'll try to deny them the card. I do, maybe? I do. Ugh. Okay. We got the Shang-Chi. So now, where do I play the Surge? I don't think I play the Surge. I snap. And then I play the Crossbones middle. I'm very well positioned. They haven't done much. They skipped their entire turn 3. That's never good. We have to hit this Hulk right now. And so that is what we shall do. Before Strange Supreme absorbs it. There is the Hulk gone. A Mockingbird. And now they just need to win another lane. Do I play for all 3? It doesn't matter. My thinking was maybe Jeff overwrite, so they have to play a couple of cards, Shang-Chi and at least another stone. And we're winning middle. The stone would get absorbed. But then that might still be a tie. If they play the Power Stone, that's just a tie, and they still lose over here. I play Eliath left for the most amount of points. Yes, 9 points. So we were pretty well positioned. Thankfully, the Hulk was not the card that was absorbed, so their Strange Supreme was not protected. And again, it's all about snapping. Good snapping talents. And I hope that's what I showed here. Okay, now we have Old Man JR. And a Luke's Bar. Funny. I could play Surge there. And just constantly get discounts even though I wouldn't be playing the card. But I don't think so. So, a Titania on turn 1? What kind of lunatic are you? Get the Surge down here. They're probably running a Red Guardian. Titania I only think of in junk decks. That's how I use her. Yeah. So I'm definitely playing Jeff middle. Because they want to play some games and very early with Titania. Ugh. I mean, I'm not doing anything now. I wonder if they're... I was thinking about Killmonger, but if you're running Titania, you probably aren't running Killmonger. Okay, so the skip was good. They're playing the Demon middle. It's just where... I can win Luke's Bar. I have Eliath. I like this. So let's go... do I go Cosmo here? Let's go Cosmo here and Jeff here. So it's impossible to get plugged middle. And yeah, I considered playing Cosmo middle because of the hood. That is why. Okay, and a demon, so that flips back. We have a Crossbones and a Fenris. Let's go Crossbones over here. They can't Red Guardian me. Correct. There's the flip. Okay, and the Red Hulk is 16. Here, who has priority? I do, of course. That's what this deck is designed for. Oh, a snap to take it to 8. Because you win middle. So it's just playing over here. And I can't Shang-Chi. So the Cosmo... I should have played Cosmo middle. Yeah, I should have played Cosmo middle. And that's weird. That's why you don't snap last turn. I would have much... If I were them, I would much rather have taken the 4 rather than only the 2. Because once you snap like that, you know you're in such a strong position. And the Cosmo actually helped them. Man, that was a colossal mistake. This is why you break down games. Because I definitely should have played Cosmo middle. I recognized the type of deck they were. They were junk. And if I had played Cosmo middle, they would have gotten so hosed. And that was where I lost the game. Back on turn 3 or 4. And now we have Man-Thing. In turn, I think we're going Medusa into Gladiator left, into Crossbones left. 8 cards in deck. That's fine, the Shang-Chi taking a 2-power hit. That is not why Shang-Chi is run in this deck. Okay, maybe we won't get priority. And Murder World. So let's see. Maybe a Negasonic on turn 4. But they probably will have priority. They will not have priority. So I think we snap. Oh, jeez. So they have a demon? What's the math on this? Like, do I Fenris? Oh, Beast. I can't. I can't Fenris. I don't know the math on this, and I don't feel like doing math.
Man is dumb.
So we'll see if 18 is enough left. And then it'll be Negasonicing Elaine with Fenris Wolf next turn, maybe? Yeah, so they failed. Let's see if it's 18. A Hood. So a Toxin? Or a Falcon? Okay, a Falcon. Get the Surge bonus. And I figure a Demon. So yeah, that's not enough. Oh, a Hit Monkey. Look at that. Do you have a card that buffs? I am snapping. Because I am going to go... Oh, yeah. That was a nice, strong play. But once I knew that, okay, we have Kiln 1, now you have to snap. Snap them out of the game. Don't let them come back. I know, clearly they, rolled their eyes at my snap. But this is how you play. If I don't snap here, I give them an opportunity to, on turn 6, see what I did on turn 5, and then on turn 6 go, I see exactly how to attack this. Because they have low-cost cards, so they can dodge my Negasonic, absorb that. And so that is why sometimes you will see me snap after a strong play rather than before. Because while this was a reasonably strong play, with bounce, I don't know the output and I didn't feel like doing the math. You could have. So if you do the math, if you're somebody like that, and you should, if you want to play sweaty, then definitely snap before the Crossbones play in this case. But I'm not willing to do the math, so I'm just being more conservative in this case with my snaps. So I snap after because I still feel like I'm in a strong position. I want to snap them out of the game. That is a tactic I use all the time to make sure I win at least 1 rather than lose 2 unexpectedly. Okay, now we have Jeff We will get Sunspot down into the unknown location. We have drawn very nicely. Good job, game. Medusa middle. Okay, it is Thanos, and only Thanos, not Arishem. Central Park. Touch annoying. But that also means they're going to be limited with space, and Thanos definitely wants space unless it is a Strange Supreme deck. Which it is. And Avengers Compound. Do I just soak? I think I just soak. And a Fastos. If I had Red Guardian in this deck, this would be the perfect time to Red Guardian. There is a Shang-Chi. So I think I don't want priority, honestly. So I think I play Captain Marvel here. Okay, and the reason I don't want priority is I want the Negasonic to go off on the last turn. I'll play the Jeff down first and the Negasonic. Okay, let's see. Because I'm only going to be able to get two. Ay, 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 are you kidding me? What a hit. What a Reality Stone hit. Unbelievable. Wait. Do I still win? This is Thanos. And Soul Stone's on the board. Ay, ay, ay. This is Thanos. Because if I move Jeff, Captain Marvel moves here. But this is Thanos. So the most I can do is an Alioth. That's +6. That's never enough with Elsa. Boy, Reality Stone just hosed us. Because we were so well positioned. Let me retreat. Because with Negasonic, oh, and they would have been able to play Thanos anyway. So yeah, the Negasonic never matters. Oh boy. So all I needed to do was play like a Shang-Chi and a Surge or something. And then let Captain Marvel roam. Or soak on a Sunspot. But man, Reality Stone got us and kept their Strange Supreme nice and cozy and safe. And yeah, because of that, we went from being well positioned to losing. Okay, now we have Yorick. Is it Yorick the bot? Hi, CL. Let's see if I can get a Surge game. If I haven't gotten one yet, I always forget how my games go. Castle Zemo is annoying. Middle. Absolutely annoying middle. Okay, not a bot because I don't think they play with the absolute newest cards. I guess I get a Cosmo down here. Let's see what we stopped. We didn't stop anything, but if they want to play there... Crossbones. I want to really be able to play Crossbones. What are you going to do here with this Cosmo? And Dark Dimension. Jeez. And what am I giving them? I need that Sunspot, honestly. I would give them the Sunspot. I don't want to give them the Medusa. I could give them the Fenris. As long as I can get priority, I can play Crossbones here, but let's see. I actually do. So, Crossbones... I mean, am I just getting down the Fenris for stats? I guess. Okay, on turn 5, a Sarah. Is this enough? I have priority, that's what this deck does. So you play a 3-cost here and Surfer here. That's what I'm willing to bet on. Castle Zemo is a little icky. Maybe they play a Brood middle and send me 1 Brood. But because I have Cosmo here, they can't play Surfer here, so it's really just a 50-50. I definitely don't want to give them... okay, they give me an Esme. This definitely isn't Surfer. Yeah. So we should just absolutely clean up. Nova, Killmonger, and Surfer. There it is. This is a priority deck. This is why you gain priority. Surge did discount, what, a Crossbones and a Goliath. It didn't really have any impact this game. Sometimes it can, especially if it's hitting some of your lower cost cards. You can start weaving them in better. But this is not, again, an all-in Surge deck. It is a priority deck with Surge splashed in, and just a different way to use her. Okay, next up is Gryphus. We have a turn 2 Surge, 8 cards in their deck. Is this a bot? Yes. Boy, whenever I have a turn 2 Sage, I get bots. That is just unfortunate. I would love to show how she works against humans, but I will just have to resort to showing some bot games. And the Vormir, ugh. I mean, I guess I get Gladiator down. I don't know what I'm going to sacrifice into Vormir. If I get a Sunspot, I guess? Okay, an Agent Coulson. Have yourself some arrows, or at least 1. I now have a new lane to play in. So maybe I get a Fenris down. I think so. Ugh. And then what? A Wiccan? Do bots use Wiccan? Maybe this isn't a bot. I will sacrifice Sunspot. And play a Crossbones, because then on the last turn I can Cosmo and Negasonic. So I think that's the play. Or maybe I Goliath? Like, do they have Shang-Chi? I tell you what, they got all the energy in the world. I do not know if this is a bot or not. What got destroyed of theirs? So a Hawkeye comes back. Oh boy, this is just do they have Shang-Chi? And this is a weird looking deck. This is probably worth more points? And stops shenanigans? I don't know. This is just do they have Shang-Chi? Am I playing a human or not? That's all this is. And yeah, Shang-Chi middle would have... What is happening? Okay, we won anyway. Boy, this game. Captain Marvel. Okay, so I have no clue if I was playing against a bot or not. What got destroyed by this Negasonic? A Black Panther. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna leave this in because it is questionable. Playing the cards they played into Murder World, Maria Hill, isn't the worst thing. Especially if you know you're gonna have Wiccan and you need to conserve board space. So it's a tiny bit suspect, but not enough. So, and you got to see, I think you got to see the Surge with Gladiator, Crossbones, and Negasonic, where Negasonic didn't finish propagating, but her discounting. And yeah, I don't know what else there is to say about this game, so let's go to the next. Okay, and now we have Still Green as Scrolls B. We have a decent opening hand. Surge into Gladiator into Crossbones. There's also Jeff, which we will be saving for later. Both of our bad hits are in our deck in Alioth and Shang-Chi. We are clearly going up against a human because they are taking forever on turn 1. Crown City. Let us go Surge over here into probably Gladiator middle. That's 8 points. It can't be Shang-Chi'd. We should be able to take out one of their cards. They have a normal deck. My turn 4 could be Fenris and Jeff. They are a Surge gamer as well. And Destroyed Mansion. There is our 5-cost Alioth to pair with Vibranium on the last turn. Okay, a Laufey. We have taken priority. Perfect. That is a fantastic spot for a Alioth. I am in very good position. This is one of the rare opportunities you can play Crossbones into a empty location. An Anti-Venom. We still have priority. What is my turn 5 play? I think I want to solidify this lane. So I will do this. And then hopefully this is enough to gain priority, or keep priority. And this might be backward. Oh, good God, thank you. Okay, Man-Thing, this card does not get destroyed. Are you kidding me? Panopticron, in hindsight, that is not a good play on my part. I think this is a bad mistake on their part. Because I have priority and they're going to want to... Yeah. We'll do this to hedge. And I probably should have flipped it. But this Alioth is just disgusting. Yeah. Just absolutely disgusting. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, filthy. I did them filthy. They are good sports about it. Last turn snaps. Those put you in such a precarious position. Because if somebody stays through that last turn snap, boy, did you cost yourself. Oh, and this was just a perfect lane. Now, like I said, I should have moved Jeff for Alioth. That would have, or Jeff for the Vibranium. That would have been +1. But I was afraid of them abandoning Crown City and going Ajax Hazmat here, which was entirely possible. And so I wanted to hedge against that. They're going to win this lane. And so if they made that play, I'm playing around 2 scenarios because Vibranium is worth more as well. So the Alioth takes out whatever this card is, which they snapped. It was very powerful. And it was a Hazmat. And so if I end up winning here, I didn't want to lose left. So I want more points left and just have to trust that my Alioth at 10 power, a 5/10, is good enough to overcome the blanked out cards middle. And while Surge didn't shine in a huge way, this is what it allows you to do. It allows you to pair Goliath with a 1-cost card. I do not have access to Hydra Bob. He would be perfect in this deck. So if you have Hydra Bob, that is a worthy substitution. I will mention that in the wrap-up, which we will get to now. Thank you to everybody that watches this deep into the videos, and to all of my members. I appreciate all of you. So with this deck, the name of the game is gaining priority. You really got to see that in the last game, and that's where this deck shines. If you do not gain priority, then you should be thinking about retreating, because that's what this deck is built to do. And how I came across it is I was just thinking through what are some unique kind of applications for Surge that I haven't seen people doing yet, and it was throwing her into a priority deck. This is not an all-in Surge deck by any means, but what that does mean is that when you don't draw Surge, you're able to win games. When you do draw her, you're able to win games, and when you really draw into cards you want to be playing out when you use her, when her effect is active, it's just fantastic, and the ball just is rolling, and it's a beautiful thing to watch. So this isn't the all-in deck for Surge that I'm sure you've seen a bunch of different places. She is a complementary piece here and just works fantastic. If I had Hydra Bob, I would probably sub him out for Sunspot. Sunspot doesn't grow too large, so honestly, maybe even a Nebula in his spot would be better. You could convince your opponents to play in different lanes. That would ease the burden of playing Crossbones into a different lane. But otherwise, I really like how this deck performs. I am slowly but surely climbing with this deck and the... I was going to mention, well, you all are here at the end. It will be a Thunderbolts deck. That will be next if I did not play them out of order. Yes, those are the decks I'm using to climb. I'm in 96, or I just hit 97. So my climb to infinite is going well. This is a deck that I am using to great success, and I hope you find it successful as well. Until next time. Okay, we have Wa Man Azai, Space Throne. That is interesting, with a Jeff and also a Negasonic. And Panopticron. We shall get Sunspot down over into the unknown. Now this is interesting with Jeff too, because even if they Acid Arrow us, Cosmo here? Sure, let's go Cosmo here. We can still play the Jeff on top in the Space Throne, so they couldn't just leave it empty. Okay, we didn't have priority, so there is that. Of course, I also could play it here anyway. I definitely get down Crossbones. Let's snap. Get Crossbones down here. It's shaping up that I will have priority. Probably on a tiebreaker. I probably will not draw Jeff, apparently. But on turn 5, I can play Negasonic left. Yeah, so that's what it was shaping up very nicely. I'm getting a lot of points here. On turn 5, I can play a Negasonic here. And then I could just play a Captain Marvel middle, honestly, to fly over into this location, and I get a +2 on Sunspot. So I saw kind of how this game was going to play out. And with the Cosmo here, they can't do any nonsense into the vault. And we were pretty well positioned to be able to absolutely win because of these locations.